All she needs is 1 yard to gain disrespect. And her creating jealousy is a form of disrespect, player. Number 1. Spends more time at her job with kids, family, and friends over man. Being a mother is a 24/7 full-time responsibility, especially if she's a first-time mother. So most of her time will be drained by her job and responsibilities. She even spends most of her time around her family also, and barely can give her man any of her time. He needs quality time too. This can create competition for her affection, lead to feelings of jealousy, and if he feels bad about wanting more of her personal time, this can also make him feel guilty. Players, I just say this. When you're in a loving, healthy, intimate relationship, your partner wants your affection just as much as you want theirs, player. As much as you want hers, she wants yours, player. And a woman loves a man's undivided and his affection. She want to be riding with you when you got your hands on her hip, player, while you riding. She wanted to be probably holding your hand while you driving, or her hand on your hip, or her hand on your leg, or your arm around her shoulder while y'all watching the movie, or at home watching the movie. Your lips on her lips. She want to feel all that, man. I always say, physical touch, man, is important in relationships. So the fact that when you have to ask, and it seems like a point where it's begging, it is, players. That's why I say you got to check a player to make sure her mind hasn't exited out the relationship or her emotions haven't, player, because that's serious. The fact that you got to ask and it seems like begging, it is, players. If your asking seems like begging, it is, player, because undivided and affection from a man that a woman wants it from, I'm talking about she wants it from him, player, is priceless, player. And she going to make time for what she want. And if she want it just as much as you want it, she going to make time. So players need to check that, player. See what her mind and her heart at, player, because it could be gone and already exited. Number 2, can't escape from her past relationship. She just recently, not too long ago, got over a breakup. Could have been a bad breakup. And now she's starting a new one. It's natural for her past ex to creep up into her mind from time to time. But that doesn't mean her new man has to constantly hear about it. Even if those feelings are angry and nothing bad, but bad things to say, it can trigger some serious insecurities in her new man, which it can. The best time to get this out the way would have been in the beginning of the first time dealing with each other, not months into the relationship. First, being like when you first begin dating, it's the best time, or a few dates, time to get familiar with your partner. Now, I always check this, player. A woman's character, personality, and behavior. And then you want to create a clear direction to start laying the bricks to the foundation down. Do your true due diligence at the beginning and only bring his name up. Or you want her to bring his name up when you ask, player, not just be constantly bringing it up. That's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect. Don't let unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, player. If you sensing it, check it then. Don't let unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, players. So, do your true due diligence at the beginning. Only if you bring his name up, you should ask those questions, player, at the beginning especially. Okay, now, I asked these questions, player, and I'm going to give them to you. And these are all for a reason. Okay. Was the relationship healthy? Okay. Was it abusive? Now, I'm just not talking about physically, player. I'm talking about emotionally as well. It could have been physically, for he putting hands on her, but it could have also been emotionally abusive also. So you need to know that, player. Is she damaged mentally? You want to know that. Is she been damaged emotionally? You want to know that. Physically, you want to know that. Okay. Is she still close to some of his friends or his homies or, or his family members? You want to definitely know that, player, because that's how she can keep up with him, player. It's through his family and his homies and his friends. See what I mean? So you just want to get that down. Okay. Now, did he drink or did he smoke? Now, I'm talking about weed or cigarettes or whatever, because you know what? A woman reflects her man, player. A woman reflects her man. So I know if this woman has picked up weed habits or drinking habits, most likely, player, she picked them up from him, because a woman reflects her man. She picks up all his habits, player. She picks up all his habits. So, did she come into the relationship already drinking or smoking weed or smoking cigarettes or whatever? Whatever her habits are, player, drinking liquor, wine, whatever. Did she come in the relationship doing that, or did she pick it up from him? Because she reflects her man, player. Okay, now, did she cheat or did he cheat on her, or did she just cheat back on him? What was the motive behind it? You need to know. Did she just do it to get back at him, or did she just cheat? Now, it could have been this, player. He could have just been not having time to spend with her, and she could have just cheated off that because she was feeling like emotionally vulnerable, player, and the situation presented itself, and she just cheated. She just reacted on her just being lonely, player, on the emotion of being lonely, and just reacted on that, and just got physical with a different guy. So it could have been because of that. Like, what was the motive behind you cheating? If she cheated now, and then if he cheated, how they work it out? So you want to ask that too. Now, he ever proposed? You want to know that because that means it was serious. Did she ever have a miscarriage? And what caused it to end? So, player, I always say, player, man, I meant like me personally, man, the first month, I'm digging in her head first months, player. That's just me now, but I at least give it first, like the first couple of months, I'm digging, player. Like, as soon as I meet her, now I ain't going too personal right off, but hey, I'm digging, player. I'm digging until I get like 3-4 months in, I done probably already got what I wanted. 3-4 months in, I done got it, but the first month, I'm to my first time meet her, first couple of weeks, player, I'm digging in her head. I'm digging, I'm to my deep, 6 feet, 12 deep, whatever. However deep her emotions is, the physical, whatever, I'm digging, player. Whatever she hiding down there, I'm coming to get it, player. Number 3, depends on social media as a confidence booster. Take sexy pics for IG likes and comments, and that's an indirect way to make you jealous. If this goes unchecked, see what I mean? Don't let that, player, unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, player. If this goes unchecked, it's a green light for disrespect, because it shows men that's entertained by it that her man has no control of his woman, no say-so over what she does, and they're united front. And if it's not respected, she needs to be single, player. If she can't respect your boundaries at players, at the beginning, you need to check all that, player. So she started taking pics, player, sexy pics around you on IG to get them likes and all them comments. No, you need to check that, player. That's a form of disrespect that need to be checked, player. Number 3, and no. All she needs is 1 yard to gain disrespect, player. That's how I'm going to end that. All she needs is 1 yard to gain disrespect, player. Creating jealousy is a form of disrespect, player. Number 4, she's meeting new friends. It's easy for her to make friends because she's a social butterfly. But it's not so much the females. It's the males that stay up in her face at work or in other places. This can create jealousy. She says her own inner circle of friends are cool, but it's not a big deal if she wants to expand to making new friends. This can create problems if no boundaries are set at first because it's not established early. It's too late, player. If you don't establish boundaries, players, at the beginning of a relationship, player, it's too late. That's all I just got to say about that, player. Establish your boundaries, player. Your order, your structure at the beginning. You can't change the plays up at the middle. Like, you can't change the rules up in the middle of the 6th, at the bottom of the 6th inning. You got to do it at the beginning. So, player, please don't wait and then say, man, my girl, see, when you start complaining, player, it's too late. You shouldn't even be complaining. You should be complimenting. If anything, compliment that she respecting your boundaries and your order and your structure that you laid down. Not complaining, player. That's when it's too late. When I hear a person complimenting, I know he put his foot down the right way. But complaining, nah, you let it get too far, player. I want to compliment, not complain. That's how I know I set my boundaries right. And she respecting me because I'm complimenting my woman, not complaining. Oh, man, she do this. Nah, player, you complaining, it's too late. 5, have someone handle things for her to you that you used to do. See, now this can graduate. All I'm doing is graduating you, player, in disrespect. That's what I'm doing. That's what these numbers is, just graduating you toward further disrespecting you, player. Okay, have someone handle things for her you used to do. This can be kept hidden from you because of their more skilled and experienced in the things she wants and needs did. She'll go to them first to get it fixed and not you. See, that's disrespect, player. If I can't fix it, player, we're going to go to the shop and get it fixed. Whether it's a car, a house, whatever, player. I want a professional to handle it. I know other man handle my business for me, player, because there's only 2 ways a woman can pay a man, player. With what's in her purse and with what's in her pants. And whatever she picks, she got to stay consistent with it, player, because if she start paying that man what was in her pants, he going to always want that. So if that's your woman, she need to be paying him out the purse, player. Out the purse, player. But if I can't fix it, we're going to a professional, player, because all them other dudes, all they doing the job for her to come into her house and fix it. Like, when she don't come to you, getting it fixed for somebody you want to fix the, player, and she coming from the other guys, all they trying to do, player, you already know what they trying to get to. They trying to gain towards them pants, player. That's all they doing it for. Especially don't ask for nothing. Now they ask for something. Now that's something else. But player, you know 9 times out of 10 what they coming for. Especially fine and attractive, player. You know what they coming for. They trying to gain towards zipping them pants down. You already know the deal. That's why I say she can start out with either her purse, player, or her pants. And she need to be coming out her purse, player. She with me. Number 6, players. Taking a friend's side over yours. And man, this is man. I'm gonna go ahead. It's super important that your partner backs you 1,000%. Matter of fact, 1,000,000%. Even if what you're saying isn't completely right. Not sticking by your side over her friends is a very big blow. And while it'll be a big blow to know she doesn't have your back unconditionally, this can create jealousy. You'll be disrespected, and it causes tension in the relationship. And matter of fact, player, you know what? But you know what else it's gonna cause? A breakup, a split. You ain't got my back unconditionally, player. 1,000%. Even player, I done bagged the woman, player, even when I knew what she was saying wasn't 100% right. I'm talking about, player, nothing she was saying, but the fact that I was with a player, I bagged it no matter what. And all I did is maintain the intimacy, player, and the respect in the relationship. Because I let her know, hey, and I let her know when we got together in private, hey, you know what? Nah, what you was saying wasn't right, but I still was bagging you. You know what I'm saying? Even though what you was saying wasn't right, I still bagged you. Because I wanted to show a strong, united front, player. That's showing a strong, united front. But when somebody else, she just picking sides over yours, player, and it's your woman, nah, player, that's the, I don't know what the highest level is disrespect is, but that's the highest level of disrespect, player. Number 7. Creates a whole new change in appearance. You already love and like her just the way she is. So now, why the change, player? She wants to change it up to feel more confident and better about herself. But it's got you feeling jealous from all the attention she's been receiving. New wardrobe, new haircut, constant manicures. Those new friends she met have gave her all the self-esteem boost she needed to be more attractive and re-energized. Player, you know where that's coming from? So that's the outer attention, player. Getting her re-energized and feeling good about herself, player. Number 8, and they can create a lot of problems also, player, depending on somebody else compliments rather than yours. You know what I'm saying? Look for the outside compliments rather than yours. That's what social media do. You gonna go with somebody else, what they say, strangers you don't even know over mine. So that's a problem, player. Number 8, new attention. You already know you have no control over other people or what they do, but you do have a say-so about how she represents herself being out in public with you or not around you. So whether it's at a club, mall, casino, bar, or other social events, your insecurities can be shown through her getting attention and possibly being hit on. Players, I'll just say this. Remember this. Your partner has no ability to control whether or not people look at her or other guys hitting on her. But she does have control over her reactions towards those distractions. She has control over her reactions towards those distractions. Make sure she represents herself well because her actions are displaying how her heart feels about you and the relationship, players. I'll say this, player. I need to know when she put under pressure, can I rely on her, player? I always want my lady, player, to go out there and really I want to see, player, does she really respect me, even when I'm not around? Because how she carries herself in public is how she carries herself in private. She can't, player, hide it too much, player. It's gonna really be shown because, like I say, her heart is her actions. What her actions is. So she can't hide it too much. She don't like you no more, player, and gonna disrespect you. She gonna disrespect you in private and in public. You can't hide it for long. So, player, the way she carries herself out in public represents you and her and you united front, player. But she get disrespectful, player, trying to check it and cut that loose, player. Number 9, because you can't control her actions. You can just, like I say, put your foot down. She controls her reactions towards those distractions, player. She gotta control that. Number 9, repeating experiences she had with her ex. You plan a nice and special trip for you both to go on to Jamaica. And while making those plans, you tell her and come to find out, she says her ex has been there before and has all of the romantic moments they shared together to show you. This can cause jealousy. Regardless if this relationship is in the early stages or has progressed towards being serious, she should never compare her current partner to her ex's, player. Reminiscing about the old good times now she's had with him, or have the nerve to start the conversation off with, me and my ex went to this same place years ago and had a great time, and throw piss in your face, it's disrespectful, player. Check that, player. Like I say, at the beginning, player. Everything starts at the beginning, player. Number 10, pay attention to actions with the waiter bartender. It's the waiter's bartender's job to be professional, polite, kind, and courteous to customers. But when your woman takes that bait, as you thinking he's flirting with her, and starts to openly cleverly flirt back, they can cause jealousy, and it is indirect disrespect, players. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Now, it's his job to be respectful and polite, players. But now, a clever way to do that is, if he handing her some, something to drink, whatever, and she reaching out for his hand and putting her hands on his hands and all that, player, and laughing at his jokes and winking at him, player. Hey, that's openly flirting, player. You openly flirting, player. Disrespect, player. That's a form of disrespect, also, player. He handed her the drink, and she put her hands on his, player, and slide it out real slow. Flirting, player. Check all that. If you see that, that's disrespect, player. To me, I'm cutting loose. Number 11. Having girls' nights out with her single friends. Remember, single, player. Nothing wrong with your woman having her own personal time or life outside the relationship. Having hobbies and wanting to spend time with her friends from time to time, but too much of her time spending with them, and now you can cause tension, players. Can cause tension, players. I'm going to go into it. Looking at the time. And it can have you wondering what they could be doing and can cause you to feel a little jealous. A lot of jealousy can come from the actions and behaviors of the woman with her friends, player. For example, if your woman's friends are bitter, jealous, divorced, single, or have been cheated on, player. I mentioned this before, player. Have been cheated on, and they are constantly going out to clubs, house parties and bars, and other social events that can not only cause jealousy, but divide and destroy a relationship, player. Check this. All it takes is for her attitude, behavior to change just a little bit, and so will y'all's relationship, player. If her friends can get her the player to come in at a time that you don't want her to normally come in, or not to check up on you and call you or something like that, player. Like y'all been doing this all the time, but all of a sudden now she's stopping because her friends doing it. All they gotta do, player, just a little change in her behavior and her actions can cause relationship to destroy it. Just can destroy it, player. And she's saying, you ain't gotta call him, girl. You grown. Why you keep calling and checking on where you at when you coming in? Dang, player. And she do that, player. All it causes, players, just a little change in her actions to change our relationship. Player 12. Suddenly starts mentioning this new friend. You start hearing about this new friend more often than she's met at work. Not having to actually see, player, but just hearing your woman talk about a new male that you never met can turn the closest, coolest, laid-back man to a curious or jealous man. Yes, it can, players. Yes, it can. The fact players, you ain't got to actually see it, but just hearing it, though, constantly, player, can make you curious, player, and jealous. Check that, players. 13. Leaving you out the inside jokes. It's okay if people joke around. That's fun and a part of life. But when she keeps laughing real hard when y'all are out in public around her friends and co-workers, and you're feeling left out of the inside jokes, they can cause jealousy. And y'all at home, and she keeps laughing hard, and she says, you wouldn't get it. You just had to be there. Player. Hold on, player, man. Hold on. Let me see. Jokes out you about likes. Jokes with you about he likes my work husband. Player. Now let me just start over, player, because I got a big problem with this. He's like my work husband. Player, let me just go back, player, because I got a big problem with this one, player. Player, hold on, player, no. Player, hold on. Player, man, hold on. Joke with you about he's like my work husband or my work hubby. Y'all haven't walked down the aisle just yet, but might plan to someday, at least you think now. So, but she never calls you hubby, but instead gives her male coworker that title. This is disrespectful and can cause jealousy. She should never badmouth you, her new man, to her male coworker in the presence of you or at work, and never compare nor put him or any other man above you, player. That's why boundaries between the two need to be established from the beginning, because if they get to a point where they've exchanged phone or numbers, texts, back and forth, it's too late, player. And the inside joke stuff, player, I'm gonna get to that later on, player. I'm gonna get to that later on. I got something for that one. 15, player. Just bear with me. 15, I'm gonna get to that one. Notice she keeps texting that certain someone. Phone calls and other social media has made it real easy and convenient to keep us in touch with, like I say, homies, friends, family, other people. Other people are someone that you're not so comfortable with talking to and texting, player. It's not like you're trying to stop her from having some friends, but what's got you curious is seeing her face light up with excitement when she receives a messages from that certain someone. Is she spending most of her time texting that someone with her face all lit up, that's cancerous to the relationship, player. Constantly texting that certain someone is equivalent to her being less satisfied in the relationship. Constantly texting that certain someone is equivalent to her being less satisfied in the relationship, player. She getting her needs met on the outside, players. I'm going to come back. I got some more for you, players. 16. Watch for nicknames. Y'all both have certain nicknames for each other. But what if she also has nicknames for her friend, co-workers too? This can cause jealousy and problems because every name a female calls a man means something. And even though y'all share nicknames, it's not respectful for her to share or allow others to give her a pet name or call other males pet names. That's disrespectful, player. Player, all she need one yard to gain the respect. That's disrespectful, player. Disrespectful, player. 17. Now this is what I was talking about the inside jokes, player. I'm gonna go slow on this one. Hit me out on this one, player. This is what I was talking about the inside jokes and this husband thing. Rock with me, players. 17. Indirect flirting over jokes. Laughing, player. Hold on, I'm gonna take my time with this one. Indirect flirting over jokes, player. Laughing is a part of life and is the best medication any human being can take, use. But what's alarming, troubling is when your woman laughs at her male's co-worker, friends, jokes, and not yours in life in general, player. I'm finna break it down. I'm finna really break this down. In general, the two best ways for a man to attract a woman he's into is through sense of humor or to make her feel protected while in his presence. Both puts her at ease and makes her feel more comfortable. The more times a man attempts humor at that woman, and the more times a woman laughs at those attempts, the more she'll be attracted to and like him, whether she's in a relationship, marriage, or not. Players. I just broke that down to a T. Players. Listen to me one more time. Let me go over it, player. In general, the two best ways for a man to attract a woman he's into is through sense of humor, like jokes and flirting, or to make her feel protected while in his presence. The two men that don't have a problem with getting women is a man that can make a woman laugh, or a man that can make a woman feel protected. Those are the two men that don't have a problem with getting a woman. A man that can make a woman laugh through jokes, flirting, sense of humor, or a man that can make a woman feel protected in his presence, because he's just a physical, built-up guy. She feel protected by that. The two best ways for a man to attract a woman he's into is through his sense of humor or to make her feel protected while in his presence. Both puts her at ease and makes her feel more comfortable. The more times a man attempts humor at that woman, and the more times a woman laughs at those attempts, the more she'll be attracted to and like him, whether she's in a relationship, marriage, or not, player. Hold on, I got some more with that, player. I want to just add a few if I got a little more time. A comedian and drug dealer. Okay, I want to break down the two, player. Comedians have a sense of humor, personality, conversation skills, confidence, charismatic, funny, charming, knowledgeable, wise, insightful, and experienced in life. That's why they can come up with like great jokes, because like I say, experience. So the more she laughs and they build chemistry socially together, it bonds with her oxytocin. Player, did you hear me? So the more she laughs and they build chemistry socially together, it bonds with her oxytocin, and that's bad for you, player. Now a drug dealer, he's a rebellion against authority, like police working a job. He's also a protector for her physically, emotionally, provider for her financially, and nested nature. That's like a drug dealer. I'm going to break him down. I just want to make this point between like a comedian with a sense of humor and like a drug dealer. Okay. Biological and socioeconomic factors. Okay, now, biological, offspring, the kids, the child. Okay, now, he can take care of that. Socioeconomic factors. Okay, now, occupation. He's a street pharmacist. That's a drug dealer, street pharmacist. Education. Now, with his money, he can take the child to a good school, can provide for good clothes. Okay. school supplies, and he can go to like a good school for good education. Okay, now his income. Let's say he's making $50,000 a week. That's $100,000 a month. Okay, now his wealth, like $100,000 a month for a year, that's 1.2 million. Now that's his wealth. Okay, someone lives. Okay, now so no, where someone lives, he can move them into a nice neighborhood environment. Then her vanity gets provided for. She can keep her hair done, manicure, pedicures, new wardrobe of clothes, heels, shoes, home, cars, furniture, takes trips. They can live the life, player. So I was just breaking down on why, like, the drug dealer and the comedian, he got a sense of humor, but he's also knowledgeable, he's insightful, he's experienced, and they can get to a woman. That's why Nick Cannon and Eddie Murphy could pull a woman so well, man. Those comedians, man, can grab a woman, man, within an instant, because, like I say, his sense of humor, he's knowledgeable. That's why he can come up with all those great jokes, man. Dave Chappelle, because they great, man, at telling jokes. Sense of humor, they can make a woman laugh, man. You got her. And then, like I say, the drug dealer, he makes her feel protected. He can provide for her vanity, provide for her offspring, biological, socioeconomic factors, you know what I'm saying? Move in a nice house, you know what I'm saying? Take care of the kids, school supplies, move to a good environment where the child can go to a good school. So I was just breaking down the two between like a comedian with a sense of humor and a drug dealer, which, like I say, she feel nobody player. He be protecting her. He like protect himself. We're gonna protect her. But like I say, this too. I'm gonna add this too. It's a story about a drug dealer also that had a woman get killed. She was at his house, and he was making about I say, man, like between 20 and 25,000 a week. What happened was, instead of him getting like living, like keeping his personal life from his street life separate, you know, I can respect that. A drug dealer keeping his personal life and his street life separate. But he was dealing drugs outside of the home. And what happened was, man, the police, they did like a 2 year, like they spied on him for 2 years, man. I'm talking about 2 years taking him out, players. I'm talking about getting all the evidence they need on him for 2 straight years. They finally came in one morning. I said about 3, 4 in the morning, player. Now I don't know if this guy was in Chicago or what, but anyway, when they bust in the house, players, they busted though down now. They started shooting, but check this out now. Instead of him protecting his woman now, so this kid, like I say, this guy positive and negative sides to a drug dealer now. Dealing with a drug dealer now. So I'm gonna break it down. I done broke down the positives now. His wealth is 1.2 every year. He making $100,000 a month. All that. He got the car, the house. He provide for offspring. And that's the nature. All that. I just broke down the positives now. Feeling comfortable in his physical presence now. But the negative part, you can get shot at, get killed. So this guy, when the police bust in, they started shooting. He started shooting back. But guess what? Instead of him protecting, matter of fact, she was pregnant at the time. He did what Nino Brown did in New Jack City. You know how Nino Brown grabbed a little girl and put her in front to shield the bullets? That's how he did his woman, man. And the police shot her, man, and killed her and the baby in her stomach, player. And he got caught later on. So it got negatives and positives to that too. So I was just breaking down the comedian and the drug dealer, player. The comedian got a sense of humor, but the drug dealer, he's like an alpha, makes her feel, protect, like he got that third part, make her feel protected. Plus he can provide for her vanity anyway. So I was just breaking down a comedian, player, and a drug dealer. I wanted to break that two down. That was just a little bonus. But player, all she needs is 1 yard to gain disrespect, player. Don't let unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, player. Don't let unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, player. Laughing at inside jokes, player. All he doing is working on her, flirting with her through jokes, player. She's sitting there laughing. The more he attempts at her laughing, cracking them jokes, and the more she attempts at laughing at them jokes, player, he got her. Because like I say, she bonded with him through her oxytocin, player. That just bonded her even further with him, player, and further away from you. Further with him and further away from you, player. So don't let unsuspected disrespect go unchecked, players. Alright, players, it was good. Respect.